Concluding its presidency of the Security Council for the month of February, the People's Republic of China convened a reflective meeting on the principles and mission of the United Nations. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi explained the meeting in remarks to the press.
We would like to take history as a mirror and reaffirm our firm commitment to the purposes and principles of the Charter of the United Nations. And the second one is we would like to look ahead towards the future and explore the effective means to uphold world peace under the new circumstances.
During the meeting, the ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran took the floor representing the non-aligned movement and described major threats to peace which currently face the world.
The use of double standards in international relations and the continuing failure of majority of developed countries to fulfill their commitments in the economic and social fields are also undermining peace and security.
Ambassador Khosrow described how policies such as economic sanctions and arbitrary travel restrictions violate the rights of non-aligned countries.
Refrain from recognizing, adopting, or implementing extraterritorial or unilateral coercive measures or laws, including unilateral economic sanctions, other intimidating measures, and arbitrary travel restrictions that seek to exert pressure on non-aligned countries, threatening their sovereignty and independence and their freedom of trade and investment, and prevent them from exercising their right to decide by their own free will, their own political, economic, and social system.
Global analyst Eric Draitser says the United States routinely flaunts the UN Charter in its international relations, threatening stability and peace in the world.
Well, there's a number of ways in which the United States is violating the UN Charter. I think first and foremost we should think about what at Nuremberg they called the supreme crime, and that is waging an aggressive war. And the United States has done that repeatedly. We can look at Iraq, we can look at Libya, we can look at Syria, we can look at even Ukraine, because of course what the United States has done in Ukraine is to foment a proxy war for the purposes of prying that country out of Russia's orbit.
The Chinese foreign minister pointed out that the meeting was set to coincide with the 70th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations and what he called the victory over fascism at the conclusion of the Second World War. Caleb Maupin, Press TV, New York.